Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and after playing Blazing Chrome, I thought, I don't actually know a lot about Contra, aside from the first one, so why not take a look at a few of the older Contra games and kind of see how we ended up with a throwback fan game like Blazing Chrome. So I'm starting off here with Super C, which is essentially Contra 2, and despite the name, Super Contra, it was an NES game. So it's not going to look drastically different from the original Contra. But since this was also an arcade game first and an NES home release after, it's going to be just as difficult. Alright, yeah, so it pretty much looks exactly the same as Contra, aside from the ruined building aesthetic. We're not in the jungle already. Oh right, I have a machine gun, so I can just hold it down. So I don't think there's any kind of upgrades, you can't carry multiple weapons yet, and I don't know how many weapons there are, but I assume there's a few new ones in this over the first Contra. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that the scatter shot is probably still, or I guess spread gun, is the best, because it basically hits most of the screen. What do we got? Oh, I think that's just a, yeah, it's a screen clearer bomb. Alright, well, not too hard. But again, this is Contra, so if I get hit once, that'll be the end of me. And you can see I have two lives at the top left there. Oh, come on, can I get that power up? Okay, we got an F and a bomb. Gonna go for it. Okay, the flamethrower was not great in the original Contra, but this seems alright. It's got a decent, oh, it's got an explosion too, so it basically is kind of like a grenade here. Okay, this guy is gonna be a problem. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh. Too quick. I had to wait for the explosion to dispel. I guess we're getting 2 power-ups in case we're playing with a second person. Okay, I got the spread gun. But yeah, the spread gun is just, like, super OP for how much of the screen it hits. You would think it'd be weaker or something, but no. You only have to hit them with one of these. Man, these, like, cowardly grenade guys are the hardest thing in this level so far. Oh. Ah, I should have finished the gun first and then turned around. I tried to deal with the gun and the guys at the same time. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting to get through the first level the first time. But we've got continues, so no biggie. And I'm not going to play too much of this because, again, like the original Contra, it's not a very long game once you actually know how to beat it. But I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of repetition here, since I do not know how to beat it, and I do not know what to expect. I suppose I could use whatever the Contra code equivalent is here. What is the Contra code? Up, down, left, right, A, B, start? It might only be left, right once, and it's changed a few times, but it's more or less that. Yes, there's a little bit of having to prioritize what to shoot on the screen, because, some enemies are more dangerous than others, but also you have the problem with these guys just trying to run up on you while you're dealing with an actual dangerous enemy. I mean, they gotta be the really unlucky troops in this army, right? This, like, alien slave army. Because they don't even get a gun or a grenade or anything, they just have to run straight at you and try to body check you. Okay, this is up. I was only trying to aim, but of course you move when you aim. I don't think there's a lock. I think some of the later Contra games, you can lock yourself in place so that you don't move while you shoot, but this one does not have that. I mean, machine gun's not great, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I was low enough there. Okay, I got the spread gun again. I'm guessing the power-ups are not randomized in this one. You just always get the same gun at the same spot. Okay. So these things shoot pretty quickly, and they have the same, like, shot particle as the spread gun, so it kind of covers them up and makes it hard to see the projectiles. Okay, gonna run for it. Okay, there's gonna be another one of those guns popping out. Deal with it first. Ooh. Oh boy, that was 3 different angles of danger, and I could not figure out which one to avoid. Not sure what's up with these pits in the ground. Okay, we're gonna have a mini-boss here. And just a random guy should be annoying. Oh, this is not a good time to not have a gun. Ah, yes, the AC-130 style helicopter with just a bunch of cannons in the side. Jump over. Oh. You can't touch the cannons either. Again, contact damage is probably one of my least favorite types of damage in games, especially when it's on enemies that normally only attack with projectiles, because it just seems like a lazy danger state. Alright, let's try this again. I would like to at least beat the first level without having to resort to any cheats. But, I got farther that time, so it's kind of how this is gonna go. Okay. Machine gun. Because it very much is, like a lot of these old arcade games, just a matter of memorizing where everything spawns from. I've yet to see that guy actually fire his little mounted machine gun. Okay, watch out for the grenades. Oh, no, not yet. Next one. Oh, boy. I don't know why I jumped, but somehow that didn't screw me over like I thought it would. Okay, just run past that one. It's the 3 one that I gotta worry about here. 1, 2, 3. Grab the... Oh. Yeah. I wasn't far enough forward to have that miss. Got shot in the footsies. Not a very good place to put that gun if you can just stand in the little trench. Also, I can't really do... This is me, like, rapid firing with just my thumb. You can't really put that many projectiles on the screen because of the sprite limit. Okay, 1, 2. Take out this guy behind me. Deal with the gun. Then turn around. See? Got it that time. This is a lot harder without the spread gun. How am I gonna get this guy in the hole? Jump over him and then shoot down. Alright, I'm back in the same spot with 1 life. Should have probably just used save states. I like how they put just 1 enemy spawn, just in case you're not paying attention. Okay. Oh, deploying men. See, here I can kind of mash because there's not that many sprites on screen. Oh. Okay, we released the helicopter's energy core. Can I do it in 1 more attempt? But yeah, I kind of expected this was going to be the case, and probably I'll get farther as I get farther through the series. You know, because I think they get less hard a little bit as you go, when they become not just arcade ports. I think Contra 3, The Alien Wars, was not originally an arcade release. It might have been, but I'm not sure. I know that Hardcore was Genesis only, so that one is not an arcade port. And I'm going to be looking at the... I guess it's a ROM hack version of it that adds back in the 3 hits. Because in the American version of Hardcore, they removed the Japanese 3-hit thing, and it's only 1 hit, which makes it a much harder game because they didn't rebalance it or anything for that. There's this weird thing with Japanese developers where it's like, sometimes they're like, oh, American audiences want a harder game, and then other times they're like, oh, Japanese players are better, so... Or Japanese and European players are better, so they have, you know, European extreme mode and everything. Because they're like, oh, North Americans are not tough enough to handle this. I finally got hit by that guy's gun. You really can't stop paying attention in this for even a second, or you will get hit by things that you think you know how to avoid. Okay, that. I wonder if I could shoot these bombs. I didn't even consider that. I mean, not that it would do me much good, because they come out so quickly. Okay. I missed the spread shot again. I mean, machine gun is better than just... I don't know why I didn't duck there. He aimed diagonally instead. Kind of fucked myself. Now, the problem is I am using a Xbox 360 controller, so the analogs on the D-pad are a little... or not analogs, diagonals on the D-pad can kind of screw me here. Since they're a little easier to do than they were on the NES controller. Alright, can I beat the helicopter without taking a hit? It's possible. I almost did until the core came out. Oh, okay. I just don't think I had enough firepower to take that out. Alright, one more time. Maybe I'll actually pay attention and not get hit by that random shot because I'm talking. But yeah, I knew this was going to be a hard game, and I think there's only 5 levels in this. 5 is just my kind of general assumption for these kinds of games. I think Contra 1 only had 5 levels. I guess it's not actually machine gun, it's R, so I guess it's rapid fire. Which is nice, because you can just hold down the button. Alright, John Contra is ready to be done with this level. Because if I can beat the level, then I can, you know, use a continue, and I think just continue from the next level. Since there are no credits. But you have to actually get there first. Okay, gotta watch out for those power-ups. You know, I feel like the machine gun's actually better than the flamethrower for this area. Because there's so many weak enemies. But I want to get the spread shot here, so I'm just going to aim straight up. There we go. Okay, if I can't do this with the spread shot, then I can't do it at all. This gun is basically a Contra superpower. Gotta keep moving so that those guys don't... Oh, boy. Oh, no. Okay, that was a good save. I do say so for myself. The other nice thing about these bosses is you can kind of cheese them by hitting them as soon as they're coming into the screen. Yeah, look how much easier this is with the spread shot. I'm worried about where the hitbox on this helicopter is. Oh, shit. I wanted to destroy it before they started spawning directly on top of me. Come back. I need you on screen, helicopter. Okay, there we go. So was that like an alien helicopter? Or an alien disguised as a helicopter? I mean, I beat it with only... There's that classic Contra sound. I beat it with only 1 life lost, so that went way better. And again, it was just a matter of learning where the enemies are. Oh no. Okay, this is new. I mean, I know Contra 3 had top-down sections like this, though they were much more like Mode 70. Oh. Okay. I was not expecting a shot to go by in that angle. I mean, the first Contra had those, like, kind of shooting gallery third-person scenes, but this is definitely new. Oh, I got a life back. Okay. I was kind of worried the shot would just fall off the, oh. Okay. Thankfully, everything seems to have limited range in this, screen type. Anything else gonna come out of that? Okay. So yeah, this is interesting that they do change it up with these different perspectives. Oh, come on. 2 of them? Thankfully, my gun seems to be longer range than theirs. Oop. Okay. Took out 2 tanks. Doing pretty good. Haven't taken a hit yet. Can I shoot through these tank corpses? I can. Not sure what the deal with the green guys is yet. They haven't really gotten a shot off on me. The interesting thing about this perspective is that everyone has to kind of, like, line up their angles better. They don't have as much free aim as they do in the side-scrolling levels. Oh boy. Also a lot easier to dodge when you have so many more directions to go in. Oh, this is a lot rougher with the D-pad, though. I'm really, like, constantly shifting on this D-pad. I should probably transform it into the easier mode, because I have the one with the twisty D-pad. The one where all of the buttons are silver, so it's a good thing that I don't need them to be color-coded to tell them apart. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was a little shitty. He spawned directly where I was standing. Gotta stay away from the edges of the screen. And now I'm just gonna lose all my lives because... that's not really helpful. There's never enough enemies on screen where the bomb is like, oh, I absolutely need that. Especially because you can't save it. It's not just a, like a shoot-'em-up kind of thing you can hold on to. Oh boy. Really making me sweat here. Okay, down the middle. Take one out, take out the other. Oh boy. Oh no. This is not what I want to deal with. I'm just gonna keep going. Forget the turrets. I don't need the points. Actually, I just noticed there's not even a score. What the fuck is this? What is it? It's just got like a cattle prod thing on the front. Oh boy. Okay, well I can walk around behind it. It's just really hard to stop and get a shot. I'm not exactly sure what my hitboxes is either, so I'm worried about how risky I can be. Ah, boy. That was actually going really well. I hope that was the end boss of that level. Alright, let's give this another go, but I think we're going to wrap up soon, because again, we don't need a super long video for this Contra. Since it's still very basic, fun, and I can imagine this would have been a blast to play with a friend. And be like, okay, we're going to beat it this time. Alright, I am Destroyer of Worlds. I've got the spread shot. I suppose that would also have been an argument among kids. It's like, no, let me get the spread shot this time. I'm better with it. Because you only get the one. Oh boy, I almost lost it. There's also the problem of getting impatient, because I'm like, oh, I've already played this part, so I just want to rush through and get to the part where I died. It's like getting to the end of Sekiro last night and being like, oh, of course they put this, you know, kind of disposable trash boss right before the last boss that you have to fight every time, so that when you get impatient, he punishes you. Okay. I doubt I can do this with one life, but I guess we'll... I was gonna say, I guess we'll see. Immediately walking into the crossfire. Alright, last attempt. Oh no, I guess I ran out of continues. Alright, well, that's pretty much a look at Super C. It's kind of what I expected. It's just as rough as the original Contra, but new levels. And probably a few new weapons, you know, a bunch more bosses. I'm gonna guess there's probably another, like, alien hive towards the end, because that was one of the cool things about the original Contra. It's like, okay, you're just fighting dudes in the jungle, but then by the end it's like, okay, now you're fighting aliens in their nest. Because it turns out the terrorists were working for aliens. Or something like that. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire, this is Super C. It's pretty cool, it's very difficult, and I would have to play through it a bunch of times to get good enough to beat it without using the Contra code. Actually, you know what, let's see if I know the Contra code here. Okay, up, down, left, right, A, B, start. I think it's only left, right once. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Or maybe it's start select. I don't know, because again, there's like 3 different Contra codes. They've changed over the years based on controllers, but I don't remember it off the top of my head down. Anyhow, I hope you'll join me for some more Contra as we continue to do a little peek through the series. Also, the jungle area looks pretty cool. Except for the purple and blue enemies. That's a really weird color palette. But Billy and Jimmy will return. Or Bimmy and Jimmy. Take care, everyone.